The final step in assembling keys in config is to validate that the complete files we've created so far are actually in a format that can be read by the machine. Now, this should pass validation very easily, but what we're doing here is we're double checking to make sure that no human error was added. Because if the keys in config are exactly as the machine generated them to be, they'll work properly. But if there was some human error, that could cause downstream problems. And what we're going to do now is run some validation to make sure that the human error does not exist. So first, what we'll do is we'll just review that we're in section 6, validate the complete keys.yaml and config.yaml section of the page in the agilecloudmanager.io website that is entitled Assemble Keys and Config, and that is located in the engineering section. Once we've validated that we're in the correct section here, we're going to open up PowerShell, and we're going to navigate to the directory into which we copied keys.yaml and config.yaml. Now, if you're using a Linux machine, you can run this in the Linux shell as well. Bash is fine, PowerShell is fine, but we're going to need to use the wget command. And the wget command is something that Bash knows, of course, and also that PowerShell is able to parse and use. So we're going to download this script, acmdemosetup.py, and we're going to confirm that the items that are expected to be in there are in there. So first what we'll do in step 2 is we will copy this command. We will do Control-C, and we will scroll back and see that wget is at the beginning of the line and that acmdemosetup.py is at the end of the line. So now we will navigate to PowerShell, and in PowerShell we will follow these instructions. We will go to the location where we put the files, and in our case that's going to be C:/acm_config. You can call it anything you want, and you can locate it anywhere that you can easily get to with PowerShell or with the command line. However, you just want to make sure that it's an easy place to get to, and one easy place to get to is the root directory of the C drive if you're on Windows. So I'm going to click on return, and what you can see now is that we're in the correct directory. So we're going to type dir, and we're going to see that we have correctly placed config.yaml and keys.yaml, and we're going to right click here and paste, and we're noting that the end of the line is acmdemosetup.py, and we're scrolling back to the beginning of the line, and we're noting that wget is the beginning of the line, so we have not cut anything out of this. We have simply copied and pasted the exact line, and we hit return. And now that the command is run, we'll run dir again, and we'll see acmdemosetup.py is present. Now, if we had found that acmdemo.py was already present, we could delete it and then install it again the way we just did, because it's good to do a fresh install each time we do this in case there are changes to the file at the GitHub repository end. So now let's go back to the instructions and confirm what we're doing next. You can see here that the results are as they should be, and what we want to do is run this command, which is validate config and keys, and it's going to be part of this acmdemosetup.py program we just downloaded. So I'm doing a Control-C, and then from there, we're going to do a new screen share. We will switch over to PowerShell again. Going to paste, and you see that the command ends with validate-config-and-keys, and the command begins with Python. And you can see that the results are exactly what we expect. It says all required fields are present in keys.yaml. It says all of the fields in keys.yaml have values. It says that all required fields are present in config.yaml. And it says that all of the fields in config.yaml have values. It also says error count is 0. And what is also true that it's not telling you is that in order for it to give you these results, what it has done is it has gone through each of the lines in config.yaml and each of the lines in keys.yaml. It has checked first to make sure the values are there, but for each value, it has made sure that the value meets basic syntax requirements that are not exhaustive, but they're fairly thorough, so that if any changes were made at the human level, they would have caused this particular command to fail. And the fact that this command has succeeded means that keys.yaml and config.yaml should be ready to use as they are in your subsequent commands when you run the example applications of the Agile Cloud Manager. So now here we are at the end of the instruction page at agilecloudinstitute.io. The values that we showed you in PowerShell are exactly what were printed out here. You're now ready to proceed with the GitHub demo and with the DevBox demo using the keys.yaml and the config.yaml that you created here. And you simply want to make sure that these two files you've created, keys.yaml and config.yaml, they're protected in a safe place and you do not lose them because you're going to want to use them for both of the subsequent demos to get this running in GitHub and then to get this running in your DevBox. You're going to have to follow the subsequent instructions in the GitHub instruction page and in the DevBox instruction page. But as long as you follow those instructions, these keys.yaml and config.yaml files will be able to be exactly what you need in order to get things working in those places. Each is going to be a different set of instructions, but both sets of instructions are going to utilize the same keys.yaml and config.yaml that you just created and that you just validated. You can download the Agile Cloud Manager for free at agilecloudinstitute.io, and you can hire the Agile Cloud Institute to perform technical support, training, and consulting. You can get more information and you can contact us through agilecloudinstitute.io.